is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat?
What? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands.
Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push the call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk,
Can I have some water?
asking for something else.
Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
Say that.
It's the unlimited trips to the nurses station for me.
Did you hear the story about those Emory nurses? There's 4 of them who created a viral videos on TikTok where they're talking about things that irk them or irritate them or their pet peeves about patients. Have you heard that story?
I did. That was a very, very interesting story.
Yes, it was. And I heard that the nurses did get fired.
Well, I see why the hospital fired them. They embarrassed the hospital. It disgraced them, embarrassed them. So I certainly understand why the hospital fired them. A lot of folks don't agree with that, but they fired them.
Yeah, when they deal with money, that's what happened. Because they're afraid it's going to affect their bottom line, is to have nurses talking bad about the hospital.
Yeah, a lot of people upset about the situation. Some say they shouldn't be fired. Some say they should be fired. That's going to be a non-ending conversation. The patients are very upset about it. Mothers who having babies, they're talking about it. They scared to come to the hospital. They feel like this or feel like that, about the nurses. And so why do you think they posted it?
I'm going to have to believe that it was just one idiot in the bunch. I would hate to think that all 4 of them got together and decided that. Seriously, I think it's one idiot in the bunch that did it. Somebody who wanted a viral video on her TikTok channel so that she could get a lot of views. And because there are other TikTok videos out there about hospitals and nurses crying, a patient dying. I've seen all that. She just wanted to add to the mix.
I mean, I hear you, but come on, let's keep it real now. I mean, those nurses knew they was doing a TikTok video. They knew it's gonna be posted.
I'm gonna say maybe. It's a closed-knit secret in there. They have never let out the details. We have heard nothing from the nurses. We haven't heard anything specific, and nor do we know their names, which is also is kind of good for the nurses because that's gonna hump them for a long time, and they're gonna be looking for another job. You really don't want everyone knowing that was you, considering all the backlash it's getting.
I don't know about that because it's a TikTok video and everybody doing icks and they were saying the word my ick. So I don't know, it's a little naive. They knew what was happening. I disagree with you on that one. They knew that they was gonna be on a TikTok video and they got what they got and they knew they was gonna be posted.
But in that case, I think they did it because they thought they did not violate hospital policy because they didn't give any personal information about a specific patient. So that would be the only reason I would see it. But the fact that they were wearing Emory uniforms and badges, probably the missing link in that. They thought they was just talking. Yeah, but unfortunately, they've been associated with Emory.
Yeah, that's the problem, association, because you're right. They didn't hurt anybody. They didn't tell inpatient information, anything like that. But they tell you all the time, don't be doing things with hospital logos and all that stuff on your clothes because they will tie it back. How many people have you noticed have gotten fired in the past because they figured out where they worked at because they had a logo on and all of that? So
Oh, yeah. Oh, even the people who do racist things. Had nothing to do with their job, was not wearing a hospital logo.
Right.
Nothing. But when all the hundreds of protesters come outside the person's job, they eventually fire that person because it's disruptive business. So you're right. So that's probably the same situation here. By them firing them, you don't have hundreds of people protesting outside of Emory.
Yeah, if they was at home in their living room with their regular clothes on, doing this, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. And people have to know you just can't do things and plan to be on somebody's job. Not only were they on the job, who was taking care of these patients while they were doing those icks? and they own the company's time, the company's location, the company in the building, in the hospital. It just don't make sense to me. I understand why they fired.
They associate them with the job, so they messed up. They really messed up. But don't you know, in reality, every job out there, people are complaining, and they have their personal icks. And I think again, the only difference is they're not showing it. But I will say I have seen a whole lot of fast food videos and chain companies. They put it right out there. I would assume those employees are not there anymore either, but don't know.
Right. No, the people. Yeah. So this is common, and that's my whole point is that we can't say they didn't know because it's all in the world. It's all out there. So they knew. Every time you turn on something, somebody has lost something because of a social media post. Period.
Okay, so let's say one more thing about that then. Social media is destroying people. People are putting too many things on social media. I see the ones where children are being disciplined, children are fighting each other. Everything that can get a view is being put on social media. Yeah. Well, they scared the children at the daycare center. All them folks got fired. I'm just saying that these nurses, again, based on the things that we see in social media, they are aware of the repercussions that come with posting derogatory things about their workplace. That is true. Well, the good thing is that the hospital did come out with a great apology for what the nurses had done, and they posted it. And I thought it was very great for the hospital. We knew they had to say something. They couldn't just leave it out there standing. So I feel good they did that. And it was quick. Yes. They had swift action. Yes. I mean, within a day or so, those nurses were gone. And that was fast. Yes. Well, then this has been a great discussion. We're talking about whether or not people should be fired. We've heard the different viewpoints. And actually, I see why they were fired too. If I think about all the other industries, I see why they were fired. So, well, I'm glad we agree. I guess we'll close now and we'll see you in the next video.